Good, how are you?
Good. What you up to?
We're,
How's it going, guys? Watching the Watchmen here, out with Amagansett Press here in Salina, Utah. So I know it's some kind of municipal building or library or combination thing, I'm not sure. And so we're gonna check it out, go inside and see if the folks here in Salina, Utah respect our First Amendment right to take video out in a public building. Here's a look around. And if you like this video and what we do, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel and Amagansett Press's channel on YouTube. And if you want to see the titles and thumbnails of new videos before they come out, make sure you follow my Twitter and Instagram. So the sign here says public library.
let's see if we can find the entrance here. Yeah, it looks like it's right here, watching.
Cool.
Oh, chilly out today. Windy.
Here's the book return box.
It's a book return box here in Salina instead of a drug return box. That's nice to see. Very different experience in these small towns, you guys. See how good? So this county that we're in is called Sevier County. Spelled this way. And there's a little community notice board.
Cool.
Wonder how old this building is. Maybe the librarian will be able to give us a little info. And that's cool. They're open 12 to 7, so they just opened a half an hour ago.
Free books.
Hello.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Good. What you up to?
We're brand new in Salina, Utah. I've been saying Salina for the past 2 days, but I just was corrected. So now I know it's Salina. Yeah.
Right.
And I like to see these things properly. So.
Salina, Kansas, isn't it?
No, it's
So-
Salina, Kansas.
Is it Salina, Kansas?
It's Salinas, California.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's Salina, Utah. And I'll put them right at the top because that's where we are. So, my name's Jason, by the way. This is my son, Ben.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Can I ask your first names?
Brenda.
Rhonda and Brenda.
Rhonda and Brenda. Okay, right. And you guys are both librarians?
We're the Doug girls. Rhonda, Brenda.
Oh, okay. Got it. The dog girls. There you go. Are you related?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you look like family
We
possibly. I
have
don't
been
know.
told that. We came from the same town, actually.
Not Salina.
No, we came from Monroe.
Oh, okay. A lot of people from Monroe. Yeah, we've been talking to some local folks here.
Really?
Yeah, gentleman named Jerry. I don't know if you know him. He said he owns 15 acres and he farms alfalfa.
Oh.
Somewhere here in town. We met him over at the post office.
Okay.
Yeah, wonderful people up there. Everybody in Salina has just been very cheery and wonderful. It's nice.
Well, that's good.
It is good, yeah, because not everywhere we go is the same
If
way.
they're not, we might want to go like this.
Yeah, I'd love to, but you can't. You know how that goes.
I know.
But no, this is awesome. Is there, it looks like it's an older building. Do you have any idea of the history of the building, when it was built? Or?
It was built in 1936
Okay.
by it wasn't the CCCs. We got
Yeah, Jerry was telling us about the CCCs too, and that was in the 30s. I think I
Yes,
remember, right?
it was. But this one was by the Workman's Progress Administration.
Oh, cool. Okay, so you have your plaque. I always love to
Yes.
show the plaques. That's excellent. So dedicated in 1936.
Yes, so it's kind of old.
Kind of. It's not as old as I would have
No,
imagined.
there's
yeah.
some that's way older.
Right, I bet. Yeah.
But,
We
yeah.
had homesteaders here.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff goes back to the mid-1800s, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But this one's just,
It was cool. He actually drove us
World
up
War
to, took us up to Lion's Head Rock. You know what that is? Yeah, so he drove us up there and he was showing us pictures of some pictograph stuff up on 70. And,
that's cool.
yeah. It's So, I mean, it's wonderful to come to little small towns like this and meet people like yourself that
Oh,
that
yeah.
haven't been jaded by the big cities yet.
Well, and if you go up I-70 to up Clear Creek Canyon
Okay.
and you get to the Fremont Indian Park, it's amazing. And there's a lot of petroglyphs up there too.
Oh, very cool. Yeah.
In fact, you can see a red Indian blanket from the highway. Just up on a big rock to your left when you drive up that way.
Painted onto the rock. Nice. That's awesome.
And there's a whole bunch of other stuff up there. It's cool.
Yeah. And when you think they used to have to make those dyes with vegetable dye and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff, there was no Home Depot back then to get your paint.
Well, and back when I was studying Utah history back in the day when I was in junior high,
Okay.
they said they made that red dye out of the Indian paintbrush plant. And it's a flower, a little teeny red flower. Comes out just a flower.
Wow.
But,
And that's what they made the red paint out of. Wow.
in this,
And it must have taken a lot of flowers.
oh geez, no
Yeah.
kidding. 'Cause they're real.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you know what? I don't know. I think that stuff's cool. My wife is actually from Cuba.
Oh really?
And even still today in Cuba, when they want to paint a car or they want to do stuff like that, they actually have to make the paint. Yeah. And I have an uncle, well, one of her uncles, I call my uncle now, we've been together
Oh, he is.
for a long, long time. But he said about the mechanics in this country, he says they're not mechanics, they're part changers. You want to see a mechanic, come to Cuba. We actually have to build the parts.
Well,
Out of
well,
nothing.
he's probably right.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
because we just get them from the auto parts.
They throw the old one away, put a new one in. Yeah, that's, yeah.
Right.
But no, that's why we think all this stuff is fascinating. It's, I mean, you can't, you know. We're originally from New York.
Oh, are you really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is, you know, unfortunate for us. But, so,
It's not the country.
no. Now we live
Oh,
in,
there's some New York places that are country.
well, I grew up on the east end of Long Island. I don't know if you're familiar with it. But Long Island is an island that comes out from Manhattan, 110 miles out to sea. And I lived all the way out on the end of it in the middle of an oak forest.
Oh my goodness. bless
So
you.
I'm a country boy at heart, even though I grew up in New
You
York.
kind of are.
Yeah. And I find the older I get, the further away I want to be from big cities. I'm trying to get out into rural America. And,
My daughter was 17 miles away from Manhattan when one happened.
oof, yeah.
And I was scared to death because she took a bus to work a lot.
Wow, I bet you
I
were.
was scared to death till we heard from her for fear she was right in the middle of that mess.
Wow.
But she wasn't. She didn't have to go because the lady took the train that day.
Wow.
Or a ferry, or she went some way or other.
No, I was actually in, we were living in Florida at the time.
Oh, really?
And my brother-in-law's birthday is September 11th. So he calls me up at whatever it was, 9:30 in the morning. He says, a plane hit the World Trade Center. I said, "I'll get out of here. Happy birthday." I thought he was pulling my leg, you know. I said, yeah, very funny. He said, "No, I'm serious. Put the TV on." So we turned the TV on, and at that point, only one plane had hit. So we all thought it was an accident. You know, he figured it was some small plane, somebody did something stupid and something happened. And as we're watching, the second plane hit, and that's when you realize something's
This
going
is
on here.
real.
Yeah.
Oh, that was just crazy.
Unbelievable. And it's a shame how an event like that has completely changed the climate of this country, and everybody's just living in fear and paranoid and nervous
Well,
and
it is
upset.
like how it is to board a plane anymore.
Right.
That's freaking.
Now you got to have your enhanced driver's license and all that. Yeah.
I've got mine yet.
I got mine.
Come soon.
Yeah.
My daughter, I asked her, the one that was the 911 girl,
Right.
I asked her if she got hers because she lives up in Spokane. No. She says, "No, I've never heard of it." And I said, "You will." I says, "Your birthday's in August, you better check into it."
Well, so did right after that happen, did she move out of that area?
It was a while after that. It was probably, that's happened in September. It was probably almost a year after that she moved.
Did she come back home or go to Spokane?
No, she moved to, she was in New Jersey and she moved a little bit farther away.
Gotcha.
She was helping a lady that had an accident and had to have her knee replaced, and so she was helping her get hers back to health.
Gotcha. So she's
And
in the nursing field?
No, she was being a nanny back then.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
She didn't like the people that they were working for because they were into a lot of stuff that she wasn't, and so she just done.
Well, good for her. Sounds like Mama must have done something right.
Tried.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, it's not easy these days, I'll tell you.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
this is my son. He's 16 years old.
Holy cow.
Yeah, and,
Having the ball on this trip with your dad?
Huh?
You having the ball traveling with
Yeah.
him? I think so. I think it sounds great.
My wife's outside wandering around somewhere, too. So, yeah, no, we're having a good time. We're enjoying seeing the country.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we're going to try to see if we can hit all 50 state capitals. We went up to Salt Lake City last month, and that Capitol building is unbelievable. I don't know if you've been up there, but it's,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, wow.
It is.
Nice people, and I mean, not even just the building, it's up on that hill, and it's just so picturesque. It's like it's beautiful, especially for a guy from New York.
When I was a little girl, I thought seeing the Capitol building and driving under the Eagle Gate was just the neatest thing in the whole world, didn't you?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to try to hit all 50 capitals.
That's
Good
cool.
for you.
That's our goal, yeah. We'll see if we can do it.
No, actually, after she came home, she went to Alaska. And she just moved home last year, and that to Spokane.
It's funny because I know quite a few people that move to Alaska and stay for a few years and come back. And they're not all in the military.
Well, no, she lived by a military base, but she just went up there, and that's where she met her husband. He finished school up there,
Right.
and so they moved home, and
Nice. You
we'll take his home.
got some grandkids, I hope?
Yes.
Nice, good for you. That's awesome. Mine hopefully are another 15 years away, but I'm looking forward
I
to it
hope
one
so.
day. Yeah.
At least wait till you're 25, maybe 20.
Yeah, right? Well, you know, these days, what was it I always say? 35 is the new 18?
Yep.
It is. Well, and she said that when she was nannying at all these people, because she started out in Alabama and worked her way up the coast,
Right.
and she said that most of the mothers were having their babies in their early 40s.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm going, holy cow.
And they used to tell you years ago that there'd be something wrong with your kid
Yeah.
if you did that. Yeah, you didn't.
They did.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's crazy, but
Well, you know what? It's
Okay.
a mixed bag because on one hand, you want them to grow up and get their lives going and be functioning members of society. The other hand, I want them to stay home with me.
Right.
So you know you can,
Yep.
so you kind of I guess you just hope for the best and let those things go whichever way they're going to go. Yeah?
and as much as you love your grandkids, and it don't matter how many you have, you love them and you play with them, but my gosh, you get tired.
Well, that's what everybody says. The beautiful part is you can give them back, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what my mom said. She says it was fun to be a mom, but it's a lot more fun to be a grandma.
Yep. And you,
Spoil them all you want, send them home.
right, and I didn't never understood that theory, but now that I guess I'm the age that I am, I guess you can spoil them because you're not worried about disciplining them and all that kind of stuff. You can just
It's not your responsibility.
that's it.
What
Yeah,
you
yeah,
want.
that'll be nice.
Remember that. Your
Yeah.
kids are
Yeah.
going to get spoiled.
Oh, he's gonna get his. He's a wonderful kid. He does nothing but bring me pleasure. He's very respectful to his mom. Does everything I can
That's
possibly
cool.
ask for. But when he was little boy, we have our hands full. I'll tell you.
Some of them do that to you.
Yeah,
We've
I'm sure
all
I
had-
was
we've
probably
all
the
had our
same.
trials.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a grandkid that's 3, and my gosh, he's full of energy. He's all over the place.
Yeah.
When he was 10 days old, he had open heart surgery.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. But my gosh. he-
Well, they fixed him up good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He just goes like wildfire.
Nice. Good for him. That's awesome.
So I think you're okay.
So he's out of the woods. Everything's all good.
So far, it's
Beautiful.
fine.
Excellent. Yeah. Nice. Well, very cool. It's nice to, like I said, when we travel, we like to document these things, and you know, it's. I think this is fascinating stuff. It might not seem as fascinating to you,
But
but
I think it would be kind of.
it is. It's very
I
cool.
think it would, yeah.
But what I was gonna say was, we go to some places, you wouldn't believe some people's reactions to a camera. They get so upset at us. I've had the police called on us.
Really?
Yeah, just
Are you
for one-
serious?
Yeah, get out of here with those cameras. And then I said, well, why is that? Call the police.
Wow.
I mean, that fast, like 0 to 100 for nothing. And we're
What's
just,
it gonna do to you?
I don't know. I have a theory, and I could be wrong, but I have a theory that people that are afraid of cameras or maybe not feeling too confident about what they do, or maybe there's something behind that or something, because I don't know.
Yeah.
I see somebody, I remember the days when people would see somebody filming on the street and say, hi, Mom, and wave at the camera and run
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
still, like our news stations, they'd have them behind windows, and your kids will go up like this, even people will.
Right. Well, you know what? I think these days people want, it's all about control. People want to make that decision that they want to be on camera. They don't want somebody else putting them. But the thing that they forget about is everywhere you go these days, you're on 6 different cameras. You go to the post office.
That you would be surprised at the security cameras that really are in town.
Really?
Yeah.
That you'd never even know about. Yeah. So that's what I mean. So who cares?
We don't have any here, but they have them downstairs.
You know, it's
They
a very-
have them all around the city.
It's a very simple thing. You behave yourself, you don't do anything you're not supposed to do, and you don't have to care who's filming you.
That's right.
That's right.
That's it. Simple. That's what we do. But no, you ladies have been wonderful, and we appreciate you talking to us. And it's a nice welcome to Salina. When it's great when people are just cordial and the way things used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's so on guard these days. And I get where the ideas are coming from, but it's not healthy.
Oh, yeah.
It's nice to be able to. And then you never know. Not to pat myself on the back as the wonderful guy that I am, but you never know who you might meet. I just met Jerry. He was a wonderful, once in a lifetime experience meeting a local guy like that for us.
Yeah.
Meeting two wonderful people like yourselves, and I think I'd rather be doing this than sitting home watching TV.
There's nothing in it anyway.
No. Well, the kids don't watch TV anymore. It's all on the internet. Only us old folks watch
Either that or they're
TV.
like this on the machine.
That's it. You know what I find fascinating is when we were kids, only secretaries and court stenographers knew how to type. These kids can type 100 words a minute without even anybody showing them how to do it. It's unbelievable because they grow up with it.
That's right.
But what they don't know how to do is go outside and play.
Yeah. Or work.
Huh?
Yeah, no, it's the truth. We didn't
Us
get,
guys made our kids learn how to work.
well, we didn't get cable TV at my house when I was growing up until I was 19 years old. So we had and it was great. You can't miss what you don't know about.
Yeah.
When you just used to literally go out and grab a stick and find something to do.
You did.
Yeah,
And it was fun.
yeah. And you didn't send out a text message to see where your friends were. You just rode around the neighborhood on your bike until you saw all the bikes in front of somebody's house, and that's where everybody was.
And when you did get a telephone, if it wasn't on a party line, by golly,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I
talk
forgot.
for a little while.
Yeah, that's right. I remember that. Yeah. I remember my father's sister, my Aunt Lorna's phone number was OL96209 when they used to use the letters for the phone numbers. Wow, I don't even know why I remember that, but yeah, different world, different times.
Yeah.
ours was W75.
Yeah, there you go. W75 weren't too many. And when you picked up the phone, somebody got on and said, "Yes, who can I transfer you to?" Or something. There was an operator, right? Yeah.
Well, and when the lady behind us was on our party line, and if I picked it up and they was talking, I just had respect enough to hang it back up again and let them finish their conversation.
Oh, not. So I bet you some people were nosy and stayed on the line.
Oh, I'm sure they did. My mother threatened, there's somebody on that line, you do not stay
Right.
on it. You
No.
pick it up.
And you know what? You'd probably hear something you didn't want to hear anyway.
Right.
Who wants to know?
That's right.
Yeah. Well, all right, ladies. I thank you so much. I won't take any more of your time, but we appreciate you.
Well, it's nice to talk to you.
Yeah, same here. It really means a lot to come in and get some smiles and friendly conversation. And no, we're having a wonderful time. We really do appreciate it. You guys have made a big difference in our trip to Salina, and I appreciate that.
You betcha.
All right.
Just work on and have a good time. You going north or south, or east or west?
We're heading back to Denver. Yeah, we drove as far, we went to Vegas, hung out there for 3 days. I've checked it off my bucket list. We'll never go back again.
Yeah.
It's not as neat as
It's not that
everybody makes it out to be.
Well, and I've said this 6 times, I'm repeating myself, which I tend to do. But I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't gamble. So what am I doing in Vegas?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's just the same way we are. It's just like my girlfriend was saying. She had her 50th wedding anniversary this weekend, and she's had doctor's appointments up in Provo. So she went up there, then they turned right around and went to Mesquite. Because they just love to play bingo.
Wow. Well, we stopped in Mesquite. Mesquite's a wonderful little city.
It is.
It was nice, yeah. Mesquite was beautiful. So Utah's great. I mean, all of Utah is just, it's a beautiful, beautiful country, beautiful, nice people.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's far enough away from everything when you get into like down here that, like I said before, people just haven't been spoiled yet.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of this country's getting ruined.
We'll take care of it. It's nice.
Yeah, no, dude, yeah. No, and part of what we're doing, like we're going around and we're looking at everything, but we're also, I want to get further and further away from cities, so I'm trying to find somewhere that maybe when he gets himself a little older and settled, we can settle into, my wife and I, and
There you go.
this is the kind of life I like to live.
Yep.
I'm jealous. Nobody's missing anything in the city, I can promise you that. Maybe years ago. The Broadway shows used to be exciting and all that stuff, but I think a lot of that stuff's all become like, you know what I compare it to? Remember the old Western movies?
Mm-hmm.
And they'd have all the Main Street, the storefronts and the bar and everything, but if you look behind it, it was just 2x4s holding it up.
That's right.
It's just this false facade of what it used to be.
That's right.
For those of us that remember, it's not what it used to be.
Do you know I've never been to a Broadway play, and I don't really care if I do.
You know what? That is one thing. I think if you went to a Broadway play and you enjoyed the play, I think you would. It's an exciting experience.
It probably
It
would,
really
just
is.
to
It's
say
fun.
you did it.
And it's a different thing to have the actors and actresses live up on the stage, and they're projecting their voices at you, and you're hearing all that. I mean, it's exciting. It is.
It would be.
It really is.
Live plays are fun to me. Used to be to my husband too, but he kind of got old.
You got old.
Her husband go quite a bit.
Really? You what, to the New York City?
No. Up to Salt Lake or down
Oh,
to
up to
St.
Salt Lake.
George.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. St. George is wonderful.
Isn't that a pretty little
Oh,
place?
my son wants to move there.
It's neat.
Yeah.
I have a son
It's
that
getting
lives
as
in
crazy as
Iraq.
Salt Lake though. It's getting big.
It is. I like St. George better than
I
Salt
do too,
Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's small. Yeah, it's nice. All these little towns. But I'm even looking more like this. 2,500 population sounds about my speed.
Welcome to Salina.
Thank you so much, Steve. I appreciate that. All righty. Well, you have a wonderful day, young lady. It was a
Take care,
pleasure
will you?
meeting you. Thank you so much.
betcha.
Thank you. It was a
Take care.
pleasure to meet you.
And if we're ever running through Salina again, which there's a good chance, we're going to California in a couple of months. So if we ever run through again, we'll stop by the library and say hello.
We'll do it.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Okay, take
You know,
care.
I know you got your hands full, but thank you so much.
Waiting for Dad to come get him.
What's his name?
Holden.
Holden. What's up, Holden?
Yeah.
What's up, buddy? Say hi. Hey, buddy. Daddy's coming to pick you up.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, God bless him. All right, you ladies have a good day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take
Take care.
care. Have a good trip.
Travel
Thank you
safe.
so much.
Thank you. I wonder what's on the
On the what?
downstairs here.
Upstairs level? I don't know. I just looked down there, but not sure. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, the city office.
Oh, city offices. Didn't even, I almost walked out. Unbelievable. Very cool. Oh, this is cool. Look at that.
Well, okay, thanks.
Oh, I gotta try to get rid of that glare. Oh, this is
Early
very cool.
50s.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good, thanks. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. We just actually went up and we're having a conversation with the ladies up in the library.
Uh-huh.
And we were just about to leave. And my son said, I wonder what's downstairs. We almost missed the whole city offices.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool. I'm glad he's paying attention.
Yeah. Where
So
you
my
from?
name's Jason. This is my son, Ben.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
We're originally from New York, but we're living in Denver now.
Oh, okay. And
So we
you're-
drove to Vegas and we're on our way home and we got extremely tired last night. So we pulled over, stayed in the motel here.
Yeah, that's a long stretch.
Yeah.
So you're just out exploring, huh?
Just check it. This is fascinating to us. Yeah, being from New York, you don't get to see stuff like this, you know?
Yeah.
It's probably not as exciting to you, but we think it's...
Well, I mean, no, we have a great little town here. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeah, the two
it's
ladies
fun.
upstairs were wonderful. Gave us a bunch of... We actually met a guy. I didn't get his last name, but we met a local guy named Jerry. He said he owns 15 acres and he farms alfalfa.
Jerry Mason?
I don't know. I didn't ask his last name, but very nice guy. He took us up to the Lion's Head Rock and showed that to us and
Oh, yeah, I bet it was Jerry Mason.
was giving us a
He
bunch
has
of
some
history about the area. Yeah, sweetheart of a guy.
Yeah, yeah, there are some nice people in town. They're
Yeah, there are.
very accommodating, very nice.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Salina. I've been saying Salina for 2 days. I'm
No,
trying to
you're
get it right.
good.
So, Salina.
You're not the only one.
No, well, you would think it's, who knows.
Yeah,
But I like to say it properly. Your name
Yeah.
should be said correct.
Yeah.
Speaking of names, my name's Jason. What was your name?
It's Kathy.
Kathy, and you're Ashley, I guess? Hi, nice to meet you guys.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, we just think this stuff is awesome, meeting people and traveling the country, and it's very
Oh,
different than
fun.
New York.
How was Vegas?
Horrible.
Yeah.
I checked it off my bucket list. We were there for 3 days.
Oh, so was that your first trip there?
First time and last time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just not for me. I'd rather be in Salina than Vegas. I'm that kind of guy. For real. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just,
mean, they're extremely opposite places, so it's.
well, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't gamble.
Yeah.
And I like to be peaceful and enjoy my life and be able to talk to nice folks like yourself, so no Vegas.
Yeah.
But, it was nice to see. You have to
Of
go.
course.
Yeah.
Of course, you have to say you
And my,
have been there.
Yeah, exactly. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Well, good. Good
But
for
I
you guys. Well, it's nice meeting
got
you.
some business here, so we'll let you get back to it. But we appreciate you. Thank you so much for your nice welcome to your
Yeah,
city. Appreciate
thanks.
you. All right.
Safe travels
Take
to
care.
you both. See
Hang
ya.
on, guys. So just take a look around real quick. Is this,
The bill went up.
you know what, actually, if you don't mind me asking, is the police department in here too?
No, they're down about a block.
Oh, okay.
But we are actually tearing that police department down and building a new city office.
So this is gonna move as well?
This is gonna be torn down.
Wow, that's a shame. It's a nice building.
It is, but there's mold in it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's February.
It doesn't owe the town anything anymore?
That's not.
Yeah. Well, that's cool.
There's a
You,
lot of cool pictures over there, what it used to look like.
yeah, we were just looking at that stuff. Well, that's cool. You'll get a new office. Yeah, nice. Very cool. So this is basically the whole thing. Are we able to, can I just take a quick look at the council thing? All right. Excellent. Thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Check this out real quick.
Council chamber. Cindy and Salina. So I guess they use this as their courtroom as well? And who's the head seat here? Here's the mayor's seat. Mayor J. Maxwell. And as usual, we always like to give you a view from the captain's chair here, so. This is very cool. I guess what are these, past mayors?
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see, I would like to take a look at the office one. Mayor J.F. Martin. Love the mustache. Very cool. Have a great day, ladies. Thank you again. Take care.
All right, so let's head on out.
These folks will get some offices to work in. Well, all right, guys. That is the city of Salina.
Well, all right, everybody. You saw how that went here at the library and city offices in Salina, Utah. Very nice folks, no issues with our taking video, and great experience. So if you like this video and what we do, make sure you subscribe to my channel and Amagansett Press's channel on YouTube, and hit the like button on this video. And if you want to see titles and thumbnails the day before the videos come out here on YouTube, you can check out my Twitter and Instagram. So, Watching the Watchmen, out with Amagansett Press, out. See you on the next one, guys.